In today's episode, we're diving into something that sounds simple, but can completely transform your client relationships and your bottom line. Who doesn't want that? We're talking about strategic reviews. These are opportunities to reset expectations, uncover new needs, reinforce value, and so important, deepen trust. If you've ever felt like you've just been maintaining accounts instead of growing them, this discussion will challenge that mindset in the best way. And to talk about this, I'm pleased to welcome regular guest Larry Levine. Larry, good to see you as always.
Oh, same here. Hey, Jeff, we're going to have a very good conversation around this. I'm going to get people to totally think completely different about their approach to working with their clients.
I like it. Now, we're not going to talk about Google reviews.
Nope. Zero.
Nope.
Has nothing to do with Google reviews.
Because
Though
you
it
know
could be,
that's
but it has nothing to do with Google reviews.
that's often what people think when they think review. They're thinking, "Ooh, a star, 2 stars, 5 stars are best." But when you and I were on a call recently, we talked about today's topic, and you seemed pretty excited about it. So, why is that? Let me just turn it over to you. Talk about this concept of strategic reviews and why it's important to Larry Levine.
I think this is massively important for everyone who's watching or listening to this. And as we start this conversation, as I start sharing some thoughts, here's what I want everyone to start thinking about. I want you to think about the top 20% of your customers that are driving 80% of your business right now. The top 20, however you define these. And quite often when I ask owners, executives, this question, what do you think about when you hear the word quarterly business review? You get various responses and things like that. I challenge salespeople when they're out in the field working with their customers. Ask your customers what they think about quarterly business reviews with salespeople and then start paying attention. This is where I'm going with this whole thought process here, and I want people to follow along. Quarterly business reviews take people and they look at what's happened in the past. It's fair to say most quarterly business reviews start off with this is all the things that we've done for you. Takes a snapshot of the past 90 days. Here's what we've done and all that. And then it's just a product dump and all that. And here's some of the things that we're offering and so forth. Typical quarterly business review. I'm condensing it, but I think y'all get the picture. Most quarterly business reviews are stale vanilla and are all the same, and nobody wants the same. I ask you to flip this on your head. Start getting people to forward think about their business. That's why I often refer to these as strategic business reviews. And we start these off in a very strategic, very positive manner, Jeff. We're bringing good news. We're having our clients share good news. And then we're asking them one simple question to kickstart our time off together. And it's simple as this. When you sit down and do a strategic business review, I'll just use your name, Jeff. Hey, Jeff, it's been great the past 90 days, in working with you. And I'm so glad to see all the success that you've had over this past quarter. But as I get you to look out to the horizon over the next 90 days, what are the business topics at hand? What are some of your goals, initiatives, and challenges you see in your business over the next 90 days? And then you just stop. You'll be amazed what you start uncovering, Jeff.
Well, Larry, that's not a quick check-in that most probably already do. They want to check in, make sure things are good with their client, and then check out and move on. Do you see that sometimes?
Yeah, absolutely. But let's just think about this. This market, your industry, it's highly competitive. Things are changing at rapid paces. If you want to sell more services to your customers at the prices you want to sell your services at, it means you got to dig in. You got to help them uncover things. It's not just, that's just keep things the same. When you keep things the same, you're going to get outpaced by somebody who doesn't keep things the same, changes the game on you at a different approach. It's really imperative Especially the top 20% of your customers that are driving a lion's share of your business, you can't do the check-ins and the follow-ups and expect everything to stay the same and they have a big smile on their face. Not casting a dark shadow on this conversation, none whatsoever. It's the opportunity side of this is every 90 days, regardless, you must sit with the key decision makers and influencers in that organization, that company you're working with. Share some positive news, get them sharing something positive, and then start asking them forward thinking business questions. What are your goals, challenges, initiatives over the next 90 days? Listen. And if you accomplish those, what's that mean to your business? If you don't accomplish those, what's that mean to your business? And then from there, you can then bring in some business insights and some education that possibly you can help with in helping them solve one of those. And then you can start sharing all the good news over the last 90 days that you've brought to their business. And then once you discuss that, then you can get some actionable, agreeable next steps on what y'all are going to do together to help everyone achieve what they want to achieve. Then you wrap up by holding people accountable. This is what you're going to do. This is what I'm going to do. And this could all take 30 to 45 minutes. It's a very tight strategic business review as opposed to the quarterly stale business reviews that take people in the past, look about everything that they've done for the company, data, metrics. I'm not dogging it. It's important stuff. There's a time and a place for it. We got to get strategic with the top 20% of our customers.
So I like that. And you're right. All that's important, but maybe some of it could be put in a document and sent to them to review because maybe they'll never look at it. Maybe they don't even listen to that dog and pony show, that review of the past. But this conversation we're having today is about now and the future. Everyone should be interested in that.
Absolutely. And here's if you take this to the next level, which I hope people do, this will actually be a new business developer as well, because I know this happens, and I just want everyone to follow along with me on this. At some point in time, when you're prospecting for new business, and right before someone decides if you're the right fit for their business, they're going to ask you this question. Insert person's name. Tell me why I should do business with you. Mark my word, they're probably going to say that somewhere along that journey. And this is when you look them in the eye and say, you know what makes me different? This is what makes me different, and I'm glad you're asking. Because on a very strategic basis, every 90 days, we're going to get together. We're going to do a strategic business review here. And in that strategic business review, these are the topics that we're going to cover. And at the end of this, you're going to get a summary of our time together. This is what makes me completely different than all the other people that do exactly the same thing I do. Besides routine visits and routine check-ins, just to make sure everything's going okay, we're going to sit down very strategically and discuss your business as you look forward. Because I have some business insights and business ideas that might be able to help you. And if I can't, I'm going to pull somebody in from my network that could possibly help you achieve those. That's what makes these so powerful, Jeff.
So we're speaking right now to the global cleaning industry, facility solutions, taking care of buildings. Is there a disconnect there with those building service contractors running their companies and some of those companies are cleaning for, to where the company you're cleaning for, the executives are like, I just want you to clean the building. What do
Yeah,
you say to that?
I mean, obviously, the outcome of all this is you want a clean building, but
Hmm.
there's so much more to this. You have tenants inside that building, possibly. You have other people inside that building. This is all about perception. And here's what I want us to think about. We can't rely on, hey, we're just providing a service that cleans offices, cleans buildings, insert whatever else. It's much more than that. It's your reputation. It's what people say about you. It's how you make people feel.
So I get that, and you get that, and everyone in the cleaning industry gets that. It's the selling that concept to those we visit with, those that we're doing these reviews. Because one thing we want is to elevate our industry, elevate what cleaning and facility solutions does. Those that do the work get that. Now, transmitting that value might be a challenge for some of them to figure out how to do that, to where sitting down with these executives for these reviews we're talking about, which is great, has impact.
It does. I mean, again, this is just my thought process on this, Jeff. And again, and I like where you're going with this. There's going to be some people out there that might find this difficult. There might be some
Mhm.
people that are watching this because, you know what, this isn't for me. That's okay. I totally get it. But here's what I want you all to think about. Those that might be the naysayers or the outliers or the ones that are sitting on the sidelines on this. Question back to you is the health of your business worth this? Is the long-term sustainability of your business worth this? Now, why am I saying this? What got you to where you're at today, with all due respect, is not going to keep you there moving forward. It's really not.
So, agreed. And those you just referenced who could be watching who may say, this isn't for me, this sit down, this type of, they run great businesses. How can they prepare to make it for them so that they're comfortable doing it? Can you talk about that? Maybe some prep work, you mentioned questions. That's good to have in mind ahead of time. But to make it easier for them to say, I'm going to do this starting right now.
Yeah, here's what I would encourage everyone to do. And I'll keep this really, really simple for those that may not grasp the concept or it's out of their realm of thinking. Let's just condense this down to the very simple. I'm just going to ask you to do one. I'm going to keep this really simple. Take one of your best customers, the one that will put a smile on your face when you're having a bad day. This is like you walk in there and everybody knows your name. It's like the Cheers bar. Everybody knows your name. Everybody loves you and everyone respects you. And it's just that one customer. And this can be a very informal strategic business review. And here's all I'm going to ask you to do. Just set up the time, make it 15 minutes, make it really quick, just to practice on this. And when you get these people to sit down, just say, hey, you know what? I really thank you for your business. It means a lot. It means a lot to me here at Insert Name of Company. I just wanted to say thank you. Our relationship and our business with you over the past however many years means a lot. I sure hope it means a lot to you. But I just have a question for you as you start thinking about your business over the next 3 months, over the next 6 months. What are some of the things you need to remove off your business plate? What are some of your goals here? What are some of your challenges? And the reason why I'm asking is I might have some answers for you. I might have some insight. I might have some services that could possibly help you there, or I can find somebody who possibly can. That's what I encourage everyone to do, the doubters that are watching this. Just as you're watching this back, just pause after you've watched this. Go back, grab a sheet of paper and a pen, then rewind it back and play this portion back. This could take you 10 or 15 minutes. I promise you this, one of your best customers, they'll appreciate you for it. And then once you get really good at that, take it to another one, then take it to another one. And then go back to the first one and deepen it. Then go back to the second one and deepen it. Go back to the third one and deepen it. Not asking you to do all of these all at once, just do one.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that they don't want to do this or don't see the value, but it could be an implementation concern. But I think how you laid it out there, keeping it simple is important. I like simple. Simple works. Simple works great. And you mentioned other opportunities, and every business owners, they want that. They want to know about additional or new opportunities with their current clients instead of chasing new ones. Maybe everything they need is already right there. You just got to talk about it.
You know, and this is so interesting. This business that you're working with, they may know you as, but
Insert name here.
exactly, they may it's so, They may know you as the best Jan San company out there, right? Or the best facility services company out there. Mark my word, they probably don't know some of the other things you do because you've never brought it up.
Hmm.
And they don't even know about it. I've seen it happen time and time again.
You've probably heard this, Larry. What's the best way to sell a service to someone? Ask them, would you like? And you have a perfect opportunity with these current clients. Did you know I also do this or that? Or we can help you with this or that. I think that's great.
Yeah, it's just really simple, in these strategic reviews, or even if they're informal for those that are a little bit nervous on doing these. You might be able to
Hmm.
say something like, you've known our company for this, but did you also know we do this, this, and that? You're going to get somebody to say, you know what? I had no idea. I had no idea. Think about your top 20% of your customers that are giving you 80% of your business. This is recurring revenue business, folks. This is about selling more things to the top 20% of your customers. Shouldn't be that hard.
Should not. Well, Larry, thank you for this. This is good. We're about out of time, but those check-ins, they have value. But what we talked about today and your explanation of these deeper dive visits, these reviews has a lot of value. Any closing thoughts?
Yeah, I would just ask everyone to think about this. Again, it's the top 20%, but just if you want to zero in on this, take your top five. What's it worth to you to go even deeper in your top five? Now, on the flip side of this, what happens if one of those top five go elsewhere because somebody else started sharing a bigger vision with them? That's my challenge, and that's my encouragement to y'all. Get very strategic with the top 20% of your customers.